also have Tapan Doshi who's joining us on the show, analyst and chartered accountant who's joining us on the show. Tapan, hi, morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Lots of moving parts in terms of overall news flow coming in. Internally, we have lots of earnings to talk about. Where do you see the markets headed? What's the general direction and the general sense you're getting from the market at present?
Yeah, thanks for calling. See, at the end of the day, you see the results are not coming so great. No, as per the expectation, it is not. Even the IT stocks, no, whatever result we got, no, was not so great. Of course, yesterday Wipro and LTI Mighty was somewhat okay, but yesterday that Axis Bank result, no, actually dampened the mood, no, because no, the result was not at all good. Now that is what is the problem. Now sentimentally, if you see, everyone was thinking the banking sector will do well, but no, the current first result is out, that is not so great. But yes, this weekend we have a HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank result, so that will set a mood for the next week. So one has to wait for that result also instead of just jumping on Axis Bank, because no, we have to, of course, no, whatever one-time provision what Axis Bank has been kept. Now, I don't think that same thing will be replica in other banks, but yes, their results will be seen, and next week I think will come a clear picture. At least on the banking side, we'll get the sense of what is going on. Of course, expectation are more that okay, NBFC may do well, even FMCG few counters may do well, and some of like hotels, Indian hotel was okay result. So overall, it's a mixed bag result. Quarter one, I am not expecting too much. I think quarter two will be much more better from here. So I think from next quarter we'll see the impact of whatever rate cut we have seen, or even the good monsoon and inflation under control. I think that benefit will flow from the next quarter. So this quarter we may have a mixed bag, and that's why it should be much more wait and watch and result oriented. Then only one has to take a decision of investing accordingly.
All right, so that's the take on the sectors, but a lot of these stocks that are doing good today is actually once again, it's the auto pack that is seen to be making a bit of a comeback because M&M, Hero MotoCorp, these are outperformers within the auto pack. Rudra, help us analyze any stock that is looking good to you right now within autos.
See, M&M is definitely showing that strong chart pattern, and there is a long way ahead still to go. So it has also now broken out of that all-time highs and that resistance which it had at around 2230-35 zone. So for me, last 4 days price action and support of volume is clearly indicating that this stock is headed much upwards from where it is now. So I will be a buyer in M&M, and that will be the strongest stock out of the four-wheeler auto pack, and looking at targets of around 3,500 initially, and yes, it can even move to 3,800, 4,000 to come. So M&M a strong buy from the auto four-wheeler.
Okay, so that's the preference coming in from the auto space from Rudra. But Rudra, once again, what are you liking from the entire metal space? Because we're seeing the sector turn right in front of the eyes. The metal index is once again upbeat. It was under pressure yesterday. If you had to play the metal space at all, which pockets or which stocks you would be liking?
Definitely the patterns in JSW Steel are very strong. So for me, JSW Steel at current market price offers a great risk reward. It has consolidated for last 2-3 months after an up move. So for me, at current market price, the risk reward is very favorable. Keeping a tight stop loss of around just 1020, I will go long on JSW Steel. Yes, it is headed towards the 1075, 1080 level. Once it breaks above the 1080, yes, a strong further up move towards the 1200, 1250 can be seen on JSW Steel. So if I have to pick one among the metals pack, it will be JSW Steel at current market price, which offers a great risk reward buy.
JSW Steel offers a good risk reward buy at this point in time. The stock will be in focus on the back of the earnings as well. This is one of the earning candidates. But apart from that, the metals are doing well, the autos are holding up, and select oil and gas counters, and especially the likes of ONGC. After a while now, I see ONGC making a comeback, and add to that list is select other PSUs. Case in point being Coal India, Power Grid, they are showing a bit of a momentum. But up and off late, we have stopped talking about the PSUs as a pack. But within that, any particular pocket that is looking good to you right now?
Yeah, if you talk about PSU, I think PSU banks may do well from here. Of course, Axis result is not so great, but I feel that PSU banks, if you see, lot many positive points are coming on that front. And of course, if you want to talk about PSU, I think OMC also may do well, like BPCL, HPCL, IOC, because the oil is at around $70, which will do well. Their margin may expand from here. So I think, and after a long time, if you see, they are having an under recovery every time now. But this time, I think this may go on for next 1 or 2 years. We may see below sub $75, which will do well for the OMC. So even I am very much positive on OMC also. I think there the expansion maybe 5-10% of margin may directly get no go up as the oil remain at a lower level. So I think OMC also you can take about it. Of course, PSU banks for me like SBI was even like this QIP is a good reason, good point for them. And again, all other PSU, their credit growth may go around 20%, 15 to 20% odd. And so once the interest rate cut happens, normally the credit growth of PSU go faster than I see against the private banks. So I think PSU banks and OMC is the play to go from here.
Okay, so that's the take coming in from Tapan. But Ashish, coming to you, a surprising move is what we're seeing on Tata Communications today. Help us understand the charts and if at all you're spotting any strength, because if you solely look at the fundamentals in terms of the earnings and the profit figure, that's taken a very big hit on a sequential basis. But the charts, in fact, the stock move is looking quite strong today. Is there any strength on the charts that could be leading to this?
So the silver lining is this: the stock has crossed its 200-day moving average after a very long time, and I think with very strong volume participation, which has happened in the last couple of trading sessions. Sometimes we have observed this, after bad results, a lot of people try to anticipate that in the future the earning growth momentum could be good, and that's the reason there's a lot of buy on dips on many of these names when the result go bad. This could be probably one reason why we are seeing such huge interest in the price behavior, and it is getting reflected onto the volume action as well. Keeping purely our view on the charts at this point of time, it looks like 1700 levels could act as a very strong support for the stock. And if stock manages to cross 1820, 1830 levels, which was a very strong resistance zone for the stock earlier, then I think there is a potential for the stock to move towards 1950 to 2000 kind of trajectory. So purely basis chart, it looks like there's a lot of buying interest which is emerging in the stock.
All right, so that's the take coming in on Tata Communications. Well, of course, on the back of the earnings, the stock has been doing well. But the other candidate that is in focus today, or rather that is showing momentum today, is Escorts, because off late we have seen decent moves on this particular counter. But Tapan, any take on the tractor related plays, because we did discuss about M&M, but look at the move in Escorts, and off late the management commentary has been quite robust. They are planning for new product launches as well. But anything that you are sensing with respect to this?
Yeah, see, tractor business is doing well now because of the good monsoon, and it expected for 1 or 2 quarters now will be good for both M&M and Escorts. Of course, M&M is the number one pick, but Escorts is also getting benefit out of this. If you see there, rural demand is actually coming up, and that you see the last data from the June quarter, I think auto data. No, there the tractor was, I think, having a double-digit growth. Okay, that shows that there is a growth at a rural area. And overall, if you see, even Escort is working on their cost optimization, and again supply chain efficiency. They are being, last time the management talk about that they are going to work on their export also, and mainly they are going to maintain the margin, because of late there was an impact on margin here and there for Escort. So I think both M&M Escorts, if I talk about, I think they are doing well at the tractor level segment, and I think it will be doing well. So because Escort is predominantly tractor oriented, so I think this flavor will be much more suited for Escort for at least for 1 or 2 quarter more. So yes, I'm positive on both M&M and Escort both.
All right, so that's the take coming in on both of these tractor measures. Thank you so much for that, Tapan. But with this, let me also